What if I told you that Pakistan's history is not just about the birth of a country in 1947, but the story of an ancient land that has witnessed the rise and fall of some of the most powerful civilizations in human history? A land where stories of conquerors, scholars, artists, and visionaries intertwine across millennia. What secrets lie hidden in its vast deserts, towering mountains, and ancient ruins? Stay with us as we dive into the fascinating, often untold history of Pakistan, a story that spans over 9,000 years. Chapter 1. Prehistoric Pakistan. To understand Pakistan's history, we must first travel back to a time when the land was inhabited by our earliest ancestors. The Sawanian culture, dating as far back as 800,000 years, gives us a glimpse into the lives of early humans who lived in the Son Valley near modern-day Islamabad. These people were hunters and gatherers, creating tools from stone to hunt and survive in a harsh environment. This was the dawn of human civilization in the region, a time when survival was the primary concern, but it laid the foundations for the emergence of village life. Fast forward to around 7000 BCE, and we arrive at one of the earliest known farming villages in South Asia, Mehrgarh, located in what is now Balochistan. Imagine a time when humans were transitioning from nomadic lifestyles to settled communities, planting crops and domesticating animals. The people of Mehrgarh crafted tools from copper, stored grain in granaries, and lived in simple mud brick homes. This was the start of an agricultural revolution that would transform the future of South Asia. Chapter 2. The Indus Valley Civilization. But the story doesn't stop there. Around 3300 BCE, one of the world's most remarkable civilizations began to emerge, the Indus Valley Civilization. Spanning parts of modern-day Pakistan, this civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, was a contemporary of ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. At its height, the Indus Valley Civilization covered an astonishing area of 1.25 million square kilometers, making it the largest civilization of its time. Cities like Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa were marvels of urban planning. The streets were laid out in a grid pattern, complete with advanced drainage systems, multi-story homes, and even public baths. The people of this civilization were master craftsmen, producing intricate seals, pottery, and metal tools. Trade flourished, not only within the civilization but with distant regions like Mesopotamia, showing the advanced nature of their economy. Yet, despite all their accomplishments, the Indus Valley Civilization began to decline around 1700 BCE. Was it environmental changes, internal strife, or external invasions? We still don't know for sure. What we do know is that their legacy lived on, influencing future generations and leaving behind ruins that continue to fascinate historians and archaeologists today. Chapter 3. The IndoAryans and the Vedic Age. As the Indus Valley Civilization faded, new peoples arrived in the region, bringing with them different cultural practices. Around 1500 BCE, the IndoAryans, a nomadic people from Central Asia, migrated into the fertile plains of the Punjab. These IndoAryans brought with them the Vedic traditions, which would eventually evolve into the early foundations of Hinduism. Their society was centered around pastoralism and small tribal kingdoms, and they composed the Vedas, the oldest scriptures of Hinduism, which provided insight into their religious and philosophical ideas. The Punjab region, where they settled, became a cultural melting pot, blending the traditions of the native Harappan people with the new Indo-Aryan ways. This period was a time of great change. New languages, religious practices, and social structures began to take root in the region, shaping the future of the Indian subcontinent. Chapter 4. Empires and Conquests. As the centuries passed, the region that is now Pakistan became a crossroads for some of the most powerful empires in history. In 518 BCE, the Achaemenid Persian Empire, under King Darius I, conquered the Indus Valley, incorporating it into their vast empire. The region became a vital part of the Persian Empire's trade routes, connecting South Asia with the Middle East and Central Asia. But the Persians weren't the only conquerors to set their sights on this fertile land. In 326 BCE, the legendary Macedonian king, Alexander the Great, led his armies across the Khyber Pass and into the heart of what is now Pakistan. His campaign left a lasting influence on the culture and cities of the region. The fusion of Greek and local traditions gave rise to the Greco-Buddhist art of Gandhara, where statues of Buddha bore striking resemblances to Greek gods. After Alexander's death, the Mauryan Empire, led by the great Emperor Ashoka, took control of the region. Under Ashoka's reign, Buddhism spread rapidly, with monasteries and stupas being built throughout the area. The ruins of these ancient structures can still be found today, a testament to the spiritual and cultural significance of the region. Chapter 5. The Islamic Conquests. The dawn of the Islamic era in Pakistan began in 711 AD when Muhammad bin Qasim, a young general of the Umayyad Caliphate, conquered the region of Sindh. This marked the start of over 1,000 years of Islamic influence in South Asia. The cities of Multan and Lahore soon became important centers of Islamic culture, trade, and education. Over the centuries, a series of Islamic dynasties ruled the region, including the Ghaznavids, who established their capital in Lahore, and the Delhi Sultanate, which controlled vast parts of the subcontinent. Islamic art, architecture, and culture flourished during this time, with grand mosques, mausoleums, and gardens being built across Pakistan. The Mughal Empire, which rose to power in the 16th century, left an indelible mark on the region. The Mughal rulers, such as Akbar and Aurangzeb, were known for their architectural achievements, including the famous Badshahi Mosque in Lahore, one of the largest mosques in the world. The Mughals also promoted a rich cultural and artistic heritage that blended Persian, Indian, and Central Asian influences. Chapter 6. The British Raj. The fall of the Mughal Empire in the 18th century opened the door for a new power, the British Empire. By the mid-19th century, the British had taken control of the entire region, making it part of their vast empire. For nearly a century, the people of Pakistan lived under colonial rule, facing economic exploitation and political subjugation. But the seeds of rebellion were growing. Leaders like Allama Iqbal and Muhammad Ali Jinnah envisioned a separate homeland for Muslims, a place where they could freely practice their religion and protect their cultural identity. This dream culminated in the Lahore Resolution of 1940, which called for the creation of independent Muslim states in the northwest and northeast of India. The road to independence was long and bloody. The partition of India in 1947 led to one of the largest mass migrations in history, with millions of Muslims, Hindus, and Sikhs forced to leave their homes. The violence that followed claimed the lives of over 2 million people, but out of this chaos, Pakistan emerged as a new nation. Chapter 7. The Birth of Pakistan. On August 14, 1947, Pakistan was born, a nation founded on the ideals of unity, faith, and discipline. But the birth of this new nation came at a great cost. The partition of India not only divided the land, but also the hearts of millions. The new borders forced Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs to leave behind their ancestral homes, leading to an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. Amidst this turmoil stood Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the founding father of Pakistan. His leadership and vision guided the new nation through its early challenges. Pakistan was now a reality, but the path ahead was fraught with difficulties. Chapter 8. Modern Pakistan. The story of Pakistan's modern history is one of struggle and hope. From the early challenges of nation-building to the devastating war in 1971 that resulted in the creation of Bangladesh, Pakistan has faced numerous trials. Political instability, military coups, and economic hardships have tested the nation's strength. Yet, despite these challenges, Pakistan has made great strides. Its military is among the most powerful in the region, its economy continues to grow, and its cultural heritage remains a source of pride. From the towering peaks of the Himalayas to the bustling streets of Karachi, Pakistan is a nation of contrasts, traditional yet modern. The history of Pakistan is a complex tale. From its ancient roots in the Indus Valley civilization to its role in the modern world, Pakistan's journey is full of promise. It is a land where ancient and modern, East and West, tradition and innovation, collide to create something truly unique. Join us as we continue to explore the untold stories of this remarkable land. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and be part of our journey through the mysteries of history. If you enjoyed this video and want to dive deeper into the fascinating history of Pakistan, grab a copy of our detailed book version, link in the description. Packed with rich insights and captivating stories, it's a must-read for history enthusiasts.